Happy Batman Day, everybody. Hey, we're excited because today we're going back to our roots where we talked about Batman. We did do the long Halloween long time ago on the book, but now today we're talking about the podcast audio, and it's going to be splendorific today here on Two Geeks and a Microphone.
Welcome to the Two Geeks and a Microphone podcast, your one-stop shop for television, movie, video games, comic books, book reviews, and more. Now, without further ado, here's Steven and Mike.
Hello there. So who talks first? You talk first. I talk first.
Good morning, everybody. I am your co-host, Mr. Steven Bosser, along with the one, the only Mr. Michael Shanks. Mike, say hey to everybody.
Good morning to all you geeks out there in Geekdom Land, and happy Batman Day.
Yeah, so we're excited. Are you going to do anything else today for Batman Day? I know we're talking Batman today, but
if I can, I'm going to try to watch either Batman 1989 or The Dark Knight, one of the two. Those are my two.
Yes. I contemplated doing The Dark Knight. Watching The Dark Knight tonight.
Why? Oh, serious.
Yeah. Somebody posted a meme where it was Joker asking what's so serious, the Heath Ledger Joker, and the next frame underneath it was the Or no, do you want to know how I got these scars? That's what it was.
I saw this.
It is the one where it's the the popsicle sticks, the icy pops.
Icy pop. Yeah, I saw that. That's pretty good, actually. It kind of looks like icy pops on his face, too.
Right.
That's probably one of the better ones I've seen. That one was good.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's it. It was pretty good. It was probably Three Geeky Dads that posted because they do the best memes. I mean, good.
I don't remember, but I saw it too. And yeah, I like that one. That was good.
Yeah. I almost reshared it on our page. Almost. But
I did just post on our page just before we went live an announcement about Batman Day, saying today was Batman Day, and put up a couple cool Batman pics and asking for everyone to go in and put in if they're doing anything special for Batman Day. Are you going to watch a Batman movie or, read a comic book or something? If you are, put it in there or put it in the comments here, one of the two, so we can comment on it.
Yep. Yeah. So, well, today, everybody, we are talking the long Halloween, and we have saved it for the podcast. So
we sure have.
We were trying to be really good before the show, not to say anything kind of thing, but we can't wait to talk about it. So we're just going to roll right in. We're going to go ahead and go into geeky news, shall we, Mr. Mike?
Yes, let's do this.
I feel like I always have to add the ticker sound.
All right. Today's geeky news, I have to first give credit where credit is due, was brought to us by my wife. And I'm going to add this. Oh, dang. I thought it would add behind. There we go.
I got you covered.
All right. So today's geeky news is we did an episode on Wednesday last week. Well, we did a couple Wednesday episodes because last Saturday on the main show, we did our season 2 review of Wednesday. And what do I have up in front of Fester? Get rid of that.
That's a note from Chris Mott from the Mocktails Cantina.
It was up there. I was like, what in the world? Anyway, we had our review of Wednesday, and we were all very happy with season 2 of Wednesday. Mm-hmm. And then we had Mark Anthony Austin on Tuesday or Thursday. I don't remember.
Tuesday.
Sometime this week.
Yes.
And he was the previs animator for a couple scenes in Wednesday. So we had some Wednesday material. Anyway, while we were camping last week, my wife found a news item that the Uncle Fester show is coming. And I was like, okay, this is great news. Normally I want to make sure and get confirmation that these are really happening before we say anything, because we don't like to give just, rumors and stuff. But
Right.
apparently the actor who plays Uncle Fester, Fred Armisen, he made an appearance on the Tonight Show, Jimmy Fallon's Tonight Show. And he announced that Uncle Fester was coming and that the show was in production.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, because we even said we would accept an Uncle Fester show. I was like, I would love an Uncle Fester show. I think
and the same thing you had said when we talked about that in the Wednesday test. It was like, yeah, Fester wasn't in it a whole lot, and you made the prediction that you thought he would probably more so in the third season,
right?
But now we're like, well, how cool is this? He's getting his own show. So, and he's such a great character too.
Oh, he is. He's fantastic. I think this guy does a great Fester. I loved, Doc Brown, Christopher Lloyd. I loved Christopher Lloyd's, his portrayal of Fester in the 90s Addams Family. And we got Christopher Lloyd back in Wednesday. It was great. Well, at least his head anyway.
Right.
Fantastic. But man, Fred Armisen, he does a great job as Fester. I'm really impressed with his acting ability on Fester. But he did not confirm a cast. The only thing only confirmation on cast wise was himself, and most likely we will get Jenna Ortega as Wednesday. I'm pretty sure that's going to happen. I think that has to happen. And Tim Burton will be expected to be in it. I would assume he's probably going to produce or direct it, one of the two. So that's all the details we really got about it. But nonetheless, I'm excited. I think it'll be fun.
Absolutely.
And that's my geeky news, brought to you by my wife.
Right on. Here, I'm gonna.
Hey,
there we go.
Yeah,
I got it. Yeah, no worries. By the way, Brenda said, "I'll let you watch Batman."
Nice of her.
See, I'm lucky. My wife's out of town. I can do whatever I want today. I'm so excited.
Yeah, but don't you have to go to a football game today?
I do. I'm hitting the football game right after the show. Troy is playing center. But they need him on the freshman team. So he's a sophomore, but they need him on the freshman team because their center got hurt. And so imagine a freshman team where you have a 6'1" center.
He's probably taller than the quarterback.
He is taller than the quarterback. That is correct.
Oh my God. Oh, you'll have to send me some videos from that game.
Yes, I am under orders to get
some videos. I'll bet. Kelly's usually the one who does that.
That is correct.
Videos and pictures and stuff. So, yeah, it looks like you have that duty today.
You do have duty. He said duty.
He said duty.
All right, we ready for Geekdar?
Yeah.
All right.
Go with the radar, sir. What's wrong with it? I've lost the bleeps, I've lost the sweeps, and I've lost the creeps. The what? The what? And the what? You know, the bleeps, the sweeps, and the creeps.
That's not.
I'm still super excited about Spaceballs too.
I think I'm most excited that Rick Moranis is coming back. That's to me the best news of all. It's like, okay, if Rick's coming back, this should be good.
That's a big deal.
That's a huge deal. He's not been in Hollywood for
a long
decades now.
Time.
Yeah, it's been a long time. So
I admire him for his reasonings and
I agree.
All that.
Totally. Yeah. Totally.
Yep.
Okay, I have 2 Geekdar.
Okay.
I don't know if we didn't talk about it. If you have any Geekdar today.
I do have something I can share, but yeah,
okay.
Go ahead.
All right. First thing I'd like to share is, so my preferred comic book store, Fantasy Books in Belleville, Illinois.
Yes.
They finally got their own logo, which is kind of like a Fortress of Solitude looking thing.
I like that.
It's cool looking.
The little doorway. Yeah.
So
That's
the
pretty cool.
Fantasy over in O'Fallon or Fairview, whichever you want to say. They say Fairview, I say O'Fallon. Anyway, so maybe it's Fair Fallon.
Is this the one that's near downtown Belleville? Or I shouldn't say near downtown
the
Belleville.
one I go to is downtown Belleville. It's
a standalone building.
Yeah. Well,
Is that the one I'm remembering?
No, it's kind of in a little
strip mall,
but they're the only thing in it. Nobody else is in there.
Oh, wow.
It's a really, really old building. It's been there for years.
Yeah.
It's not far from the Catholic Church down on Main Street.
Okay. Yeah. But it's near Main Street.
Church. Anyway, it's down near Main Street. But now the one in O'Fallon, or as they say, Fairview, that's down the street from where you used to live, actually.
Oh, okay.
That strip mall down there.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's a huge, huge store. It's really nice. Well, they've had their own logo for a couple of years now. In fact, I've got their sticker on the back of my computer. I think when I got it, I actually showed that on the air and stuff, and they've got T-shirts and all kinds of cool things. But my store, I consider Belleville my store. I go to both of them, but Belleville's where my pull is. They finally got their logo, and I'm very happy.
Nice.
And I asked them yesterday, I go, so when you getting T-shirts? And they go, well, we hadn't even thought about that. Are you kidding me?
Actually, you could scan that for me, and I can get some T-shirts taken care of real easy.
We could do that.
It just may take my delivery may be 6 months, but I'm just saying. Sorry, I'm making fun of myself.
Probably get their T-shirt before you get it done. Okay. Anyway, my other Geekdar is actually Batman related. This is something we did talk about on the show as Geeky News, and this is real exciting Batman news. I got issue number 1 of Deadpool.
You got it.
Batman.
Okay. So have you read it yet?
I've read the Deadpool story. I read the Wonder Woman story because there's multiple stories in it, actually.
Okay. Are they all connected?
No. It's kind of a, what do you call it? An anthology. So you got the Batman Deadpool story, and then you got Wonder Woman and Captain America, which I thought it was a really good pairing. I like that. And then what comes after that? I don't remember.
Well, the reason I'm asking is somebody I saw a YouTube video, and you know how I scroll. YouTube's my thing, so I scrolling through, and somebody was saying that they were kind of poo-pooing on it, kind of a thing on the comic book.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm glad you got it because I really would like to get your opinion on it.
Well,
we'll have to do a special clip for it.
Okay. All right. We could do that. Yeah. I'll save that for the podcast. But yeah, there's a Wonder Woman and Cap story. Then there's Crypto and whatever the whale is.
Jeph the Land Shark.
There we go. Jeph the Land Shark. Crypto and Jeph the Land Shark.
Adorable.
Thank you for your input, Megan. And then the last one, Stephen, I think you'll be excited about the last story.
Okay. What's the last story?
Because it is none other than the Emerald Armor and Daredevil.
Oh.
I haven't read that one yet, but that just looks fantastic.
Okay.
I think that's a good pairing too. Megan was like, well, why didn't they put him with Hawkeye? I don't know. Why didn't they put Deadpool with Deathstroke? So
I would have paid full price for that one. You got a Hawkeye and Green Arrow, Green Arrow versus Hawkeye.
Yeah.
But cool. Daredevil's not bad though. I get it.
I think Daredevil is a good pairing for
yeah.
Green Arrow.
It's not a bad pairing at all.
I haven't read the story, so I can't really comment whether it's good or bad. There are things I like about the Deadpool story and Deadpool Batman story, and there are things I could like better, but yeah, that's all I'll say right now.
Okay. Well, I really do want to get your opinion on it because I was like, oh.
And I was told there's going to be a second issue too. This first one was technically Marvel's issue.
Mm-hmm.
As you notice, the Deadpool logos on the top, Batman's on the
It's on the
bottom.
bottom.
So and then you got the Marvel logo, and it says #1 underneath Marvel, and then DC on the other side. So in November, I'm told that DC's is going to come out, and I'm hoping it's story number 2.
I hope it's much more better.
Yeah.
Sorry, I couldn't resist. I was thirsty.
I did like the story. I'm not going to say I didn't like it.
Yep.
Everybody,
we also,
enjoy
I want to tell everybody that just kind of the special segments, different things that we're working on for the show and for all our Ko-fi supporters and stuff is Mike has his show, Mike Has Issues.
Yeah, I still haven't done another one.
That's okay. And same here is I'm, ex-pastor watches horror movies. And so I've got all kinds of different, it's been great. I got some ideas mostly from our 3 geeky dad friends because they, they're into horror kind of things. Oh, Steven, you got to watch this. And stuff.
They had something weird happen on their show last week.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they were doing their annual live from whatever the expo. There's
is it New York? Oh no, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it was their local horror con kind
horror
of thing.
Expo. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Some dude comes up to him. So they got their mics, and then they bring extra mics with them, in case somebody wants to come up and ask them a question, so on and so forth and stuff, which is cool. Yeah. And this guy comes up to him, and they're like, "You got a question? Yeah, I got a question. Well, take a mic." Yeah, they regretted giving him a mic. I can tell you that because he started asking him about fentanyl.
Yeah. I know nothing about that.
What? I messaged Brian right after I listened to it. I go, I think that dude was on fentanyl. He goes, He was on something. I'm telling you.
Probably was.
It was so weird. It was the strangest thing I've ever heard in a podcast.
Yeah.
So.
Open mics are always a dangerous thing.
That's true.
I had an experience when I was doing a funeral for a family.
Oh, good.
And they wanted to do one. And I told them, I said, okay. But, and it was like, yeah, that turned into a thing. I had to kind of
interrupt. Have any drug addicts come up, did you?
No, it was a family member who started talking about all kinds of stuff. And I was like, yep, okay, yep, thank you. Kind of, I mean, and then I also know
Time to cut you off.
Even when I was doing my training, my pastoral training, the guy who, the professor, he was professor, but he also worked in churches and helped churches and stuff. And he talked about this one time the family wanted to do an open mic, and it was the last time ever. And he gave us a story where they started talking about Freddy the parrot.
Oh, shoot. You know what? We should circle back to Geeky News for 1 second, because I forgot something.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Something extremely important.
Yeah.
And something very close to us. But we have a friend whose novel is getting released next week.
Right. We're doing, yes. So let me.
We should get up here. I think I can I got a picture of the cover and my photos here. Bingo bambo. Here, remove that.
Here, I'll go to I'll get you. Are you sharing? You're not sharing.
Not yet. Hold on. Window. There we go. Now I got it. Bam. There it is. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is our friend Jeffrey Wright from Nerdery and Murdery. We are good friends with Jeff and Zig. I don't want to leave Zig out.
Yeah.
But Jeff is the author of a new book called Prime Numbers. And this book is based on his and Zig's adventures in role playing and in role playing game, tabletop role playing games. All the characters are created from their characters and their friends' characters, and they basically are playing a game and get sucked into the game, more or less. That's the best way I can describe it. So they become their characters, which I've read half of the book. I was a beta reader, and I apologize, Jeff. I didn't get all the way through, but the first half is great. It's a really fun book, and I actually, when I read it, I can really hear Jeph in it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely his story. It's so good.
Yeah. So, so it is he's bringing RPG-inspired adventures to life. His breakout novel Prime Numbers blend cyberpunk fantasy, futuristic magic, and technology in an epic saga where friendship and survival are tested. Step into the Prime Numbers novel series and meet unforgettable characters like Primus, the Troll Warrior, Darkwind, the Cyber Elf Assassin, Whisper, the Rogue, Athena, the Mage, Khan, the Drone Rigger, and Simon, the Cyber Dwarf. Experience a cyberpunk fantasy world where tabletop RPG stories collide with reality.
Nice.
I'm looking forward to it. I've already pre-ordered it.
I've pre-ordered it too. I pre-ordered the ebook.
Yeah, I did the digital because it was available.
Right. You can't pre-order the physical. The same thing happened with my book. You could pre-order the digital, but you couldn't pre-order I don't know why they do that. I don't understand that. But it's an Amazon thing, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe with a bigger author that you can pre-order the physical. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. No, that's a good question. Yeah. So there's our friend Jeph.
There's Jeph. And Jeph will be on Creator's Corner later this coming week. We're going to have him on Thursday and discuss the new novel. And I think we'll be his first interview. So it'll be awesome.
We're doing Thursday?
Yes.
Perfect.
I think that's what I scheduled it for. I hope
okay. I'm just making sure I got it right.
No. I think I have it on our calendars Thursday. So
awesome.
I know I've got I got the room set up I think I got the room set up. I don't know.
We'll get it.
My brain's foggy this morning. Sorry.
We have it as September 25th.
Okay.
That would be Thursday.
Yes. Perfect.
That's going to be great. That's going to be a lot of fun. Wednesday, it comes out on the 24th, right?
Yes.
That's Wednesday.
Or no. It comes out the 26th. It comes out the day after.
Oh, okay.
Jeph. So we're doing the interview the day before. So
perfect.
Make sure and pre-order Jeff's book.
Yeah. $2.99.
It's
very reasonable. Very reasonable.
Earl Scheib, $9.99.
Right. Okay. Yeah, we want to make sure we got that in. We appreciate Jeph and Nerdery and Murdery, their podcast. Man, they do a lot of work for their podcast.
They sure do.
They really do. They do a lot of research and stuff, and they bounce off of each other pretty well too. It's a good podcast.
All right, we've given shout outs to both of our friends, our friendly podcasts. Three Dads and Nerdery and Murdery.
Nerdery and Murdery. Yeah. So here's real quick. I'll share my last Geekdar item.
Sure.
This is an old movie. And it's the movie Wanted, based upon a comic book series by Mark Miller, I believe. But it popped up on my Netflix feed, and I had seen it, but it said it's leaving soon. So I was like, oh, I want to see this again because I always really enjoyed it. So
is that Angelina Jolie?
It is Angelina Jolie. James McAvoy plays the main character. So many of you may know him, and holy cow, he's been in a bunch of movies, but he was the young Professor X in the X-Men movies when they kind of rebooted the X-Men movies.
Yeah, I liked him actually.
Yeah, he's really good in this. The character arc is really good. And it's Morgan Freeman's in it. I don't want to spill. If you haven't seen it, spoil too much. But guess who else is in it that I didn't realize? Chris Pratt is in it.
Chris Pratt.
So from Guardians of the Galaxy.
You mean Pratt?
Pratt.
What did I say?
Platt.
Platt with an L.
I said Platt, like as in like Pratt,
like plate without an E.
Yeah, plate without an E. Sorry, goodness, Pratt. Chris Pratt.
That's what threw me off. I was like,
I was
who's
like-
Chris Pratt? I know who Chris Pratt is, but I don't know who Chris Pratt is.
Yeah, sorry, man, that was weird. Yeah, so anyway, he's in it. He's got a small part in it. It's probably his early days in acting. So it was kind of funny to see him. I was like, man, he looks so young, kind of a thing. So, but yeah, it's a great. It's just it's a neat assassin story. I love assassin stories, espionage, or spy movies, those kinds of things. And I put it in that same realm as assassin movie. And one of my favorite assassin movies is Grosse Point Blank with John Cusack. That's an old one. Dan Aykroyd's in it too. It's great. That's a great one too. So this falls into that genre. So I watched it again this week is my point. And I really, once again goes, yeah, I do enjoy this movie. So, but the nice thing is I Steven skipped to the action sequences because I know the rest of the movie.
Nice.
Oh gosh. So never get a chance to see it.
I just thought of one more geeky news we could do.
Yeah,
Dang
go
it.
ahead.
These things just pop into my head.
Well, it's feast or famine, so let's do it.
Well, yeah, and I just saw this yesterday though, but Eric July made an announcement that Bloodruth 2 campaign is starting soon. So, and I love Bloodruth. She's one of my favorite characters for Rippaverse. So, and
I'm
I love
pretty
the first
sure.
part. In fact, I got her. Her legs are right there.
All right. Yes, it is up and running now. So you can. The campaign is up right now. So which is pretty good.
So make sure and go check out Bloodruth 2. If you haven't checked out Bloodruth 1, get Bloodruth 1 and then order Bloodruth 2.
Right on. Yeah. Yeah. I made my order for, to kind of catch up on a couple of things. And, cause I wanted to get number one of all the, the first issues of, of stuff from last year. And I was only missing like 2 and I don't know how long ago it was I ordered it, but I haven't seen anything.
Maybe shoot them an email.
Yeah, we're like,
hey.
hey.
I can tell you that their team is very receptive because I remember when I pre-ordered Horseman. Horseman 2 I think is coming out too. Anyway,
yeah.
When I pre-ordered Horseman, I felt like I had been waiting forever for it. And so I emailed them about it and sent them my order number and everything. And they got back to me pretty quick. And they're like, yeah, it hasn't shipped yet, but it's going to ship here in 2 weeks or something like that. So,
okay.
So they were pretty receptive. So I would highly recommend if you are concerned with your order, just go on their page, find their contact info and contact their team because they are good about getting back with you. So
I did do the Zezel payment thing. So it's you pay every 2 weeks is really what it boils down, 4 payments. But I went ahead and paid off on the second one, if that makes sense. Like I wanted to get my order in and then, it was,
was any of it a pre-order though?
It's been a month. I'm sure some of it is pre-order. Yes.
Okay. So if it's a pre-order, you may not be getting it until that pre-order is actually, because they'll ship everything at once. They won't ship it unless pre-ordered.
Okay. So that makes sense. So Ripazine. So
you pre-ordered Ripazine 4
and 5.
Right.
I caught up on my Ripazine issues because I do like those actually. So I did Ripazine 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Nice. Yeah, I only got 1 and 2, and I got 5 pre-ordered because it has Blue Shift on it, and I'm super excited about Blue Shift. Yeah. Can't wait for him. Yeah.
Did you just get the regular standard edition? Blue Shift?
I thought
so.
The only
I ordered you a collector's edition that I'll send to you.
Did you really?
I did.
Oh, thank you. That's nice of
you. Yeah, I did.
No, the only one I bought a special cover for, I bought the foil cover for Bloodruth 1, which is an awesome cover. So good.
Yeah. Was it worth the extra money?
Yeah. I think so.
Nice. That's important.
That
you think
cover,
so, yeah.
That cover is amazing. So I love it.
Very cool. Very cool. All right. Are we ready to move on to the main event?
Yeah, I'm done with geeky news now. I promise you.
It's time for the main event. Right on.
Oh, wait, I have another geek. No, I'm kidding.
Well played. Well played. Oh, my goodness. Hey, it's Batman Day, everybody. And so we are celebrating all things Batman. And Mike had the idea of, let's do the Long Halloween audio, the Batman High Volume podcast, which is great, by the way. We did their first one, which was...
Now, wait a minute. You got to say it like she says it.
Right? Don't do it.
High volume. Batman.
Right. I've thought about bringing it up and playing it for everybody.
Oh my gosh. I love it when every time she says that, I'm like, yeah.
You know what? I am going to try to bring that up.
Are you going to find it?
I am.
Okay. Well, I'll talk about the voice that does that. That voice is actually Catwoman in the episodes also. The same actress that plays Catwoman, she's the host or the narrator for the series also.
Okay.
And I didn't realize it when I first started listening to it and everything. And they have interviews. You get the interviews along with the podcast. By the way, the podcast is free for everyone. If you just search for DC High Volume, you'll be able to get Batman Year One, which we covered previously, and The Long Halloween, and then they're doing Dark Victory next.
Yes, I have some questions about that. Yes.
I don't have a lot of answers because I don't know anything about Dark Victory, so this one's going to be brand new to me.
Excellent.
Okay. I'm excited about Dark Victory. I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, when I was listening to the interview with the actress, and let's see, her name is Reba Burr, who plays Selena Kyle in Catwoman. She revealed that she's also the narrator for the whole series, and I was just like, "Oh, you're the one that does the voice. I love it." Every time she says that, I'm like, "Yeah." She just sounds so cool.
Yeah.
She's got a great. Did you find it?
Give me a second. I'm queuing it.
Okay. All right. We're waiting.
Okay. I know. Now I got to share my screen, but I got to do the audio. So you may get a double sound, Mike. Hopefully it's not too bad.
Shut up.
No, it's all good. Here we go. All right. So let me get it to the share screen. Why is it not sharing? Because that's your share screen, not mine. There we go. Okay, so here we go, everybody. So we'll do the. They do a commercial for the first minute, and so here's where it comes next.
Listening to DC High Volume, Batman. The Dark Knight was wrong. The holiday killer was not Harvey Dent, but rather Alberto Falcone, the youngest son of crime.
Oh,
no! Wait a minute. You got that on the higher speed.
Oh, I do have that on the higher speed. Let me go back. Sorry about that, everybody.
Yeah, slow that down and play it properly.
Okay. All right, here we go.
Disney Plus wants to know Thunderbolts, the new Avengers, is back with all new this season. Get ready to feel the rhythm.
If you got it, flaunt it.
Dancing with the Stars premieres live tonight, 8/7 Central on ABC and Disney Plus. Next day on Hulu.
You're listening to DC High Volume, Batman.
I love it when she says that.
Yeah. Batman.
DC High.
So that's Catwoman, the voice of Catwoman too. So the actress who does that, the voice actress. Yeah.
Man,
so
I
all right,
still have a double. I hear myself twice. There we go.
I got it. Yeah. Sorry.
Were you going to go into the Double Mint Twins commercial?
Double.
It sounds like something else. What does that sound like? Double.
Oh gosh. Well, so everyone, we'll tell you. So
maybe
there's 13 chapters. And one of the things that I got frustrated with was people who were commenting on it. They're like, these chapters are too short. You guys need to do better and longer. And someone finally commented and said, it follows the comic book. And so I got through chapters 1 through 4. And I was like, yeah, it does. So why don't I bring it up? So I went to my Kindle Unlimited, brought down The Long Halloween. And as I listened to it, I was reading the book.
Did you? I did that for issue 1.
Did you?
Now there's a couple scenes that are a little inverted. You know, they'll do one scene that actually happens in a different spot in the in the panels.
Yeah, but it's only like page before or page after kind of thing.
Right.
It's not just it's helped to flow because you're listening to it. And I liked how you could tell because they realized it was audio. They still kept true to the book, but I mean, very close. We're talking like 95% close all the time.
Yes.
But they're realizing, oh, it's audio. We need to tell what's happening and where he's at or where you can see it.
Right.
And all. But I
brought up DC Infinite on my computer, and then I'm listening to it with these headphones, as a matter of fact. And I'm just like, wow, this is a cool experience.
It's a great experience. Yes.
So
and that's what I want to talk about.
I highly recommend that.
Yes. If you've got the book, and if you don't, you should if you're a Batman fan, you should get it because it is a quintessential story. One of the best stories or not well-known stories. What shall I say? It's up there.
I think you had it right. It's one of the best Batman stories.
Yes.
In my opinion. It goes on my list along with The Dark Knight Returns, The Killing Joke. And I like the Three Jokers a lot too. We
Three Jokers is good.
Also. But yeah, this goes right along with all those stories. It's so good.
Yeah.
It needs to be in your Batman collection.
Yeah. And we did watch the movie, the animated movie, but I'll tell you what, I adored going through, watching it on the screen and doing the little panel clicks. Of course, I didn't do the panel clicks until it didn't dawn on me until chapter 12. I was like, oh, kind of a thing. But but where you go panel by panel and you're listening to it with music, sound effects, incredible voice acting. And also, I mean, I'll be open with you. I really enjoy the Long Halloween. Well, excuse me. Disney. Golly, Steven, just get it out.
It's okay.
DC High Volume Batman podcast is phenomenal.
Yes, agreed. It is like a theater in the mind is what it is.
Yes.
I've said it before when we covered Batman Year One, the DC High Volume adaptation of it. I said that my favorite audio books, well, not even audio books, they're audio dramas, are Doctor Who dramas done by Big Finish Audio. And I think they're the top.
Okay,
they
so
are
that's
right
your
at the
marker
top.
for saying this is the best. This is like if this is your comparison rod, your measuring stick, saying
yes,
Big Finish Audio is the best. So yeah, so how would you rate this?
High Volume comes just slightly below it.
Okay.
Sound effects are just incredible. Music is fantastic. The voice actors. There's only one voice actor I wasn't super happy with. We'll get into that.
Okay.
But everybody else I thought did a fantastic job. It's so good. I don't think I could praise this production any more than I am.
Yeah. When we get to,
I have a scale.
Okay.
So at the very beginning of the book, Bruce Wayne goes to Falcone's. They're having a reception for his nephew's wedding reception. And Bruce goes to that wedding reception and he is talking to Falcone, right? And Falcone tells him, "Have a cannoli, Bruce. I had him flown in fresh from Italy." So I think we have to do cannolis.
I love it.
As our skin.
Yeah, flown in fresh from Italy. That still is like a 12-hour flight.
Yeah.
So how fresh is it?
I don't know. But it's the comic book.
It is the comic book. I love it. I love it. Okay, great. Okay, so how many cannolis? This is great. I love that.
I would give this 9 out of 10 cannolis.
I'm right there with you. It's
Easy.
9 out of 10 for sure. Yes.
And it would be a 10 if I liked a voice better.
Oh, okay. All right.
Anyway, but yes,
I don't think it's perfect, but
no,
it
I
is
don't
darn good. It is darn good.
It is almost perfect though. Again, if I got rid of if there was a different voice for a different actor, and I'm not saying the actor did a bad job. I just don't think he was what I imagined for the character. So, and maybe that's because my mind is tainted by other actors. I don't know.
Yeah.
So we'll get into it though.
Absolutely. Yeah. And we're going to go into spoilerific territory, everybody, because there are some things that we want to talk about that will spoil the show for you.
Mm-hmm.
And it dawned on me as I was playing that, I kind of tried to stop it real quick because it said who Holiday was, but really that's not really that.
Well, yeah,
there's part of the story.
There's a twist. There's a twist with it. Really cool twist too.
There were several twists in this.
Mm-hmm. This is definitely Batman noir. Batman for sure. This is your quintessential Batman detective. And then at the end, you go, well, wait a minute. Is Batman as good a detective as we thought?
It made you wonder. It sure did. But it talked about his blind spots.
Mm-hmm.
How he owns his blind spot. The storytelling is phenomenal. You get the rogues gallery in it, and they weren't just thrown in to be thrown in. They were brought in because they were part of the story, which was great the way they did it. It wasn't, let's just throw them in. Here's the rogues gallery, yay!
Right.
It was not done. They were all part of the storytelling of this overarching, just incredible series. And we've talked about it in the past, but the audio, for me, listening to the audio was great. Then when I read the comic along with the audio, it just skyrocketed it.
It adds a dimension to it. It's so good. And like you said, they adapted this almost perfectly word for word.
Mm-hmm.
It is so close to the comic book. It's like, wow.
Yeah.
It's really good. And it's nice to click on those scenes and see those scenes right in front of your eyes as you're listening to it.
It does. And when you talk about theater of the mind, which is a great phrase, I love how you said that. With the audio, with the sound effects and stuff, your mind is imagining what's going on. Well, what happened with the comic book was all I see is a split second, but it gave my brain the heads up of what sound effects I may be hearing and going back and forth and being able to still play it out in my mind so much more better because it was just
more better.
Cheers. Yeah. Just because it was, you knew kind of a little bit more what was going on, and it helped your theater of the mind, as you put it, playing it out in your head.
Exactly. Yeah. I absolutely loved it. I actually, it was funny because I was listening to it at work, and I was sitting there thinking, this would be kind of cool to be going along with in the comic book. And then I was listening to one of the interviews, and I don't remember who the interview was with, but the guy interviewing, the interviewer, he had mentioned that he had listened to it a couple different ways. He had listened to it with headphones on. He had listened to it at home with, his super crazy surround sound speakers, and he says, and then I listened to it with the headphones and with the digital comic book in front of me. And I was like, when he said that, I was like, that's just what I was thinking about doing. And then I went home and I tested it out. Like I said, I only did the first episode, which would be also the first issue. But man, it was really cool. It was so much fun to just sit there and watch it and have that music just bang in your ears and the sound
Yep.
effects going and stuff. I really,
Yeah.
really liked it.
So-
we should also mention that the original story is written by Joel. Wait a minute, Joel or Jeff? Hold on. I want to make sure I get this right. Story. Hold on. There you go. Jeph Loeb. Jeph Loeb. It was originally written by Jeph Loeb, and unfortunately, Jeff passed away recently. Suddenly, he passed away in 2000. Or no, hold on, I don't want to get that wrong. Oh shoot, I'm not finding where his death is. But he recently passed away, and it was sudden. It was not something expected either. And then they put out his last book, which some other artists helped to finish it, and just kind of give their tribute to Jeph Loeb. So
nice.
I just want to make sure we brought him up.
Absolutely.
R.I.P. to Jeph Loeb.
Yep. Now those that may not know what Batman: The Long Halloween is, let me give you a synopsis real quick. So Batman: The Long Halloween, it's considered a neo-noir comic book miniseries.
Ooh,
so
great description.
Right, that's not mine. That's a Gemini, everybody. So it follows a young Batman, District Attorney Harvey Dent, and Captain James Gordon as they investigate a serial killer named Holiday. The murderer, who strikes only on holidays, targets Gotham's mob family, setting off a war for control of the city. And three themes. It brings up three themes. The blurred line between order and chaos. Mm-hmm. It explores the collapse of Gotham's traditional criminal hierarchy and its replacement with a new chaotic breed of criminals, which is incredible. That was an incredible theme where it was like, you got the crime families, and it even gives you, hey, they're from this crime family over here, or kind of a thing. And
you got the whole New York, Chicago, and Metropolis, Chicago, and Gotham. Mm-hmm. They did that whole bit, families, and it so much reminded me of Tulsa King. It's Tulsa King. You had Kansas City, you had New York, and Tulsa and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like I'm sitting here going, dang, this is like Tulsa King. That's awesome. I love
it. Yeah. And I thought it was interesting how it kind of moved into, it's no longer the crime families as it is this rogue gallery of criminals who are so different. And that was even the theme in The Dark Knight. In the movie The Dark Knight was the whole thing of...
Oh, I could pick out a whole bunch of scenes that were adapted from this to The Dark Knight. For instance, when we get James Gordon, we get Harvey Dent, and we get Batman standing on the rooftop talking. I'm like, that was directly put into The Dark Knight.
Yes.
Almost that exact scene was put into The Dark Knight. And then another scene was the scene where Harvey and Batman, now this was changed slightly in The Dark Knight, but Harvey and Batman find Falcone's stash of money. Okay. And so he's got this huge stash of money because he lost the ability to launder it because they weren't able to use Gotham banks thanks to Bruce Wayne. Yeah. And Harvey makes the comment, well, if we were two other guys, and Batman's like, but we're not.
Yeah.
and then Harvey goes, well, they only understand one thing. And he sets the money on fire. So that was adapted, but Christopher Nolan, Christopher Nolan, he changed it. He made it the Joker who was burning all of the gangsters' money. So, but it was almost the same scene. It was
the whole thing of this town needs a new breed of criminal, kind of a thing. And so, Yeah. One of the other themes was duality. The story examines the concept of duality most prominently through the tragedy of Harvey Dent and his transformation into Two-Face. This theme also appears in Bruce Wayne's dual life as a billionaire and a vigilante, and his complicated romance with Catwoman. And it was nice to have those elements. It was nice to see the whole thing of how Harvey Dent became Two-Face too.
Yes.
Was really good. And I got to say, in the
this
audio,
is kind of a retelling of Harvey Dent's origin into Two-Face also.
Yeah. And I will say the screams, the audio screams of Two-Face or Harvey Dent screaming because of the acid was so eerie. It was so good. I mean, I was like, and there's even a statement in the comic book. I still can't, Batman, where he says, I still can't get over those screams. And they really, they made sure they made that part of the audio. Oh my goodness. The other one was Justice versus Revenge. The story follows the fine line between pursuing justice and falling into a cycle of revenge. As Batman, Gordon, and Dent become more desperate to take down Falcone, they are forced to confront whether they are truly fighting for justice or merely seeking personal vengeance. And that's a great way to put it. So it was just a fabulous. The audiobook is fabulous. It is probably one of my top 10 Batman stories for sure.
I think that's a great way of putting it, whether they're seeking vengeance or their personal vengeance or such, because this really gets into the minds of all three: Batman, Bruce Wayne, Jim Gordon, and Harvey Dent, Two-Face. Because, I mean, really, truthfully, Jim is the most moral,
he is the moral compass.
Yeah, he is very much the moral compass of it. It is not Batman. It is Jim Gordon. And I love it. I love that. Because Batman still has that edge of vengeance. Right. Batman's always about avenging his parents. That's what it always comes back to. And his heart and his mind are in the right spot, but it's never completely, look, we have to get justice. And with Jim Gordon, it's 100% about getting justice. And I love it. And Harvey's a little more like Batman. It's a little more on the vengeance side.
It is.
So then you also see these parallels between Harvey for Two-Face and Batman and Bruce Wayne. So it's really interesting.
So let's hit some spoilerific territory here, because I think you.
Before we do that, can we run down the main cast real quick?
Yes, go for it.
So we got Jason Spezak playing Batman and Bruce Wayne. I love Jason Spezak. I think he did a great job.
Yes.
We got Jay Paulson playing Lieutenant Gordon. Fantastic. Excellent. Adam O'Brien, who plays Harvey Dent, Two-Face. Another one. Just incredible. Reba Burr. We already know how I feel about her. She plays Selena Kyle, and she's the voiceover, and she's great. Batman. Mike Starr is Carmine Falcone. Very good job. Simon Vance is Alfred Pennyworth. Loved it.
Simon Vance has been in a lot of stuff. Yeah, I recognize that name. He's an audiobook guy too. He does a lot of audiobooks.
He was great. I loved him. Dan Gill as the Joker. Here we are.
That was the one you were like, right.
I don't care for his Joker. I don't know. There's something about it. It just doesn't feel. It feels like he's trying too hard to me. He is the only one I was just like, I don't know if I like you. I mean, I don't know if I like your performance. I'm not going to say I don't like him. That's just his performance. Jesse Birch as the Riddler. He did a great job. Michelle Luke as Poison Ivy. Fantastic. And then here's a little surprise one. Kevin Smith as the Penguin, which was kind of funny. I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. And last but certainly not least, Marcella Lentz Pope, who plays Gilda Dent, Harvey Dent's main squeeze.
Yes.
All right. just wanted to run down that.
No, it's a great, how shall we say, great lead in to what I want to talk about. So one of the things that we talked about was the twists and stuff. So we're going into, I'm going to put the banner up, everybody. We are going into spoilerific territory. So, because we need to talk about the greatest twist of this book that you don't see coming until now. But once you know, and you go back, because here I know, so I'm kind of watching. There's a couple of things that happen that go, huh.
There were little hints throughout.
There were little hints all throughout, kind of a thing. And so that's the big thing. So I do want to talk about it because I think there's so much to be said about this character that is probably the most underrated character in the Batman lore.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So we're talking about who is Holiday. And the system tricks you, the book tricks you to thinking you know who it is. And that's a great story, too, in and of itself, how they reveal, which made it seem solid that was who it was.
Well, it's awesome because Harvey Dent believes for a while that Batman is actually Holiday. Batman comes up with Harvey being Holiday, which, I mean, there's a lot of things that really lead to it. Then there's even, is the Riddler Holiday, or is Calendar Man Holiday, which almost seems apropos, except Calendar Man is in Arkham, so how could he do it? There's a few accusations out there, I guess.
Yeah, and Calendar Man seems to figure it out who it is.
Oh yeah, because he mentions one little pronoun.
And he'll begin a sentence with he, Holiday, whoever Holiday is, as a he, and then the next sentence he'll say she, blah, 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 blah. So he gives you kind of this tease that, he kind of already knows.
And then they start saying he or she.
They do start saying he or she. It's he. Oh, that sounded funny.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, right. So it was all through the book until you get about halfway through, and then Calendar Man is starting to use that, and then there are more she, he or she, he and she. It was really good. And even he said that, how did he put it? Duality? No, not duality. How did he put it? Gemini.
Oh, yeah.
He used the term Gemini.
The twins.
But he did that for Two-Face.
Right.
Or did he is correct. Yes. I wondered. So that's just great writing because it makes you did wonder about who was Holiday. Now it comes up, everybody, that Holiday ends up being Falcone's son.
No, his nephew.
Right. Who had disappeared or they thought was dead or something like that.
In the very beginning, he wants to be part of the family. He wants to be active in the family.
Yes.
And Falcone and his mother don't want him to be. They're just wanting to keep him out. I guess it's just to keep him safe,
yes.
Because, being a part of the family is dangerous.
Right.
And I guess he was kind of the baby in the family. And then there's a point where he's killed, or so we believe he's killed.
Yes.
And then I'll let you go on from there.
Oh, no. That's okay. The dynamic of when he goes into the prison, after he's been caught by Batman, kind of a thing. And that's where Gordon served as that moral compass, because Batman was about to beat the living daylights out of him.
He sure was.
Good night.
Which would have been satisfying, I have to admit.
It would have been. But I loved how Jim Gordon was very much, hey, hold on. Hey.
We made a vow in the beginning.
Right.
We do not cross certain lines. And dude, you're about to cross that line.
Yes.
And I'll have to take your bat butt in if you do.
Right. 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 And so then they catch him. So he's in jail. So his dad, or he comes to see him, comes to see, Holiday. And it was this whole thing. He was supposed to be part of the family. And there you get kind of a monologue, a villain monologue of, we need a new breed of criminal. It's no longer about the families.
Again,
don't call me
to the Dark Knight too.
Yes. Yes. He says, no, don't call me. I'm no longer so-and-so. I'm Holiday.
Right.
Is who I am. And so that was good. And so then you're like, okay, they got him. And then you're like, wait a minute, what's happening here at the end? And you see a furnace, everybody. And in the furnace, you see things thrown in the furnace. And lo and behold, you find out that Holiday, or the what's his name, he only did one, I guess, just to get his name. He wanted to be known as the Holiday, but really it was really someone else behind the scenes. And that was, I'll let you tell everybody who it was.
It was none other than Harvey's main squeeze, Gilda Dent. It was fantastic. It's glorious.
And her motivation was there. It wasn't like, we're just gonna create a twist for everybody. No, they wrote that twist in the whole story.
Yeah, definitely.
There was that time that Batman was in the basement of the Dent's home, and he was like, "Hey, I found metal shavings." So that for him led him to believe it was Harvey Dent.
Harvey Dent. Yep.
And that was a good one. That was like, oh, it's Harvey Dent, but I already knew the answer. But I was like, that's why he would say it was Harvey, but
Harvey did bring home evidence, because Gilda refers to that. She's like, what are you doing? And he's like, well, I am district attorney. And she's like, yeah, you're district attorney. You can't be bringing home evidence. He goes, right. I do it all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, he's driven by it,
which sure makes you wonder
if it was right. But at that, her villainous monologue at the end, it was all about her love for Harvey, and wanting to have that time with him. So she's like, well, I'll just help him along, taking care of these criminals, so he'll have more time for me. And I was like, that is a great motivation. That's not just a haphazard, oh, well, we got to give a motive in storytelling. No, it was really good, because in the dynamic of her wanting to have a child and then having it. And I love the last line for her. I believe in Harvey Dent, which took you back to The Dark Knight. I had not made that connection till today, till you mentioned that.
Yep. That was the main thing in the Dark Knight movie, was I believe in Harvey Dent. And in this we get, I believe in Gotham. I believe in Batman. Was it Batman? No. Bruce says, I believe in Gotham. I believe in Gotham City. I believe in Jim Gordon, and I believe in Harvey Dent. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of the whole premise throughout the entire story. They keep bringing that up. I believe in Harvey Dent. And then she says it at the final. So it's a very iconic Batman line. It was used in The Dark Knight a lot, and this is why I also recommend, if you listen to this, listen to the interviews too. They're really good. But the best one is actually with Gilda, the actress that plays Gilda.
She's a hoot.
Oh, she's fantastic. Marcella Lentz Pope. Because she talks about when she got cast. Now she had never read the story before. She's like, I'll admit,
and she didn't even finish it. Right? She said she didn't even finish it when she started.
Right. Her boyfriend is like, she tells him, hey, I got this part in this Batman story. And he's like, oh, really? Which one? And she goes, something called The Long Halloween. And he pulls out the book. He goes, you mean this one?
Right.
Because he's a total Batman nerd and everything. And she's like, yeah, that's it. That's the story. And he's like, here, look, this is your character. This is who you are. Well, first he's like, who are you? And then she tells him, and he's like, oh, okay. And he gets real excited.
And she thought, why? It's just a small part,
right.
kind of a thing.
It's just Harvey Dent's wife, and it wasn't until much later in the script, and she realizes, oh, wait, I'm the villain.
Yeah.
And it was awesome. She's like, this might be the greatest role ever. But her interview is just fantastic. It's a nice little cherry on the top of the sundae.
It is. Yeah, it is. And I wouldn't have listened to it unless you had told me to at least listen to it.
I'm glad I told you because it's such a good interview. And
it is.
I like those. I like the geeky, nerdy stuff. I like the behind the scenes details and stuff. So I enjoyed listening to the interviews. And all of them are good. I recommend all of them. But that one is the best. And just because of who she is and how excited she ended up getting, because when she got the part, she was just like, oh, okay, she's another housewife, whatever. It's just another acting job. No big deal. I get a paycheck. And then when she found out she's the villain, she got really excited. She's like, oh, I like this.
Yeah.
There's a nice little twist to my character. And, it's it turned into a much bigger acting job than she thought.
Yeah. Yeah. And she even talked about how she still had to play how she focused her acting, her voice acting from the beginning to the end. And you can tell it was great. It was fabulous.
Yeah, she was like, I want to make sure I wanted to make sure I didn't, he's the killer. Wink, wink.
Yeah, right.
That, she's like, people do that sometimes when they turn out to be the villain of the story. Yeah. So and so's the killer. Wink, wink.
Yeah.
She's like, I wanted to make sure I didn't do that, and I think she did an incredible job. She sounded very meek throughout the entire thing. Yes, I've read the story before and all, but listening to it, I did not pick up, any hint that she, from her character, was the villain at the end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was great. It's one of our favorite Batman stories ever. This was really good choice for our Batman Day episode.
Oh yes, excellent.
It's a great choice, Mike. Well done. Man, it was just even getting the comic and then being able to, just listen to it and read it at the same time with the music, with the voice acting, with the sound effects. It was great. Now, do you know, I was going to ask you this. I wanted to ask you of anything else with Gilda Dent. Is there, does she just disappear in the ethos that she's never returned?
Tell you the truth, I'm not sure. My Batman or my DC Bible's buried right now, so I can't get to it. Otherwise, I'd get that. I don't know if Gilda's been anything in afterwards.
Let's do this.
It would seem like they would have done something.
Let's do a fun Gemini thing. What oh come on. What happened to Gilda Dent in the Batman comic books? Comic book stories. There, I'll put it that way. This would be after the long Halloween storyline.
Okay, here we
go. Gilda Dent, starting research. I am using 2.5 Pro because I find that I don't like Flash. Gemini 2.5 Flash, I don't really like it.
I'm using 2.5 Flash.
Yeah.
So you're using Pro?
I am. Yeah, I just booted down Pro because it's more research oriented, I think.
Is it much more better?
It's much more better. Cheers. Okay. Following the dramatic, ambiguous conclusion of the long Halloween, the Gilda Dent story in the Batman comic universe is one of disappearance, speculation, and a significant, albeit somewhat obscure, return. While her shocking confession as the original holiday killer left readers with more questions than answers, her subsequent appearances have done little to definitively resolve the mystery, instead adding further layers to her tragic relationship with Harvey Dent, now the villainous Two-Face. Immediately after the events of Long Halloween, Gilda Dent effectively vanishes from Gotham City. In the sequel, Batman Dark Victory. There we go. So Dark Victory, that makes sense. So everybody, that's the new, they just started Dark Victory on DC High Volume.
Yes. And I've never read Dark Victory, so I don't know anything about it.
Her absence fuels speculation both within the narrative and among readers about her whereabouts and the veracity of her confession. A new character, Janice Porter, the new district attorney, bears a striking physical resemblance to Gilda, leading to a popular fan theory that she was Gilda in disguise. That's a spoiler, everybody, coming up. Sorry. I don't want to. Okay. For years, Gilda, I'm not going to say anything else about Dark Victory. For years, Gilda's fate remained a loose thread in the Batman continuity. However, her story was revisited and given a direct continuation in the 2021 one-shot Batman The Long Halloween Special. This story reveals that Gilda has been institutionalized since the events of the original story. She eventually leaves the institution and reunites with Harvey Dent. The special portrays them as a couple on the run, with Gilda seemingly accepting of Harvey's new identity as Two-Face. I'm not going to share anything. Let's see. Crucially, the question of whether Gilda was telling the truth about being the first holiday killer remains unanswered. Subsequent comic book storylines have not definitively confirmed or retconned her confession. The ambiguity remains a key element of the Long Halloween's legacy, leaving it to the reader to interpret whether Gilda's admission was a genuine confession, a delusion born from trauma, or an attempt to protect Harry. In essence, Gilda Dent's journey after the Long Halloween sees her move from a central enigmatic figure to a character shrouded in mystery, only to reemerge years later to continue her tragic dance with Harvey Dent. Her story underscores the lasting psychological scars of the holiday murders and the complex, often destructive nature of love and obsession in the dark and violent world of Gotham City. Man, they could really do something with her character.
Okay, and then there's one more story after Dark Victory, because I think it was last year around this time was the last Halloween. Batman the Long Halloween, the last Halloween. And that was the follow-up to Dark Victory. And that was also the kind of love letter to Jeph Loeb, since he had just passed away.
Oh, okay.
Right. So really, if you want the entire story, you want to read Long Halloween, then you want to read Dark Victory, and then you want to read the last Halloween. So those would be the trilogy right there. Yeah. Now, the last Halloween is a one shot. It's not very long. So, but yeah, cool. So I wonder if they'll do something for the last Halloween, then after Dark Victory.
I don't know.
You would think they'd finish it up.
Yeah. Long Halloween. Long Halloween. Oh, you can get a hardcover. Oof, that's expensive.
I think I have the trade paperback. The trade paperback of it, if I remember right. I think.
Okay.
I can't say for sure. It's put away. So.
Yeah.
With my other treasured Batman stories, Batman the Dark Knight and The Killing Joke. Those are the best. The very best.
Yeah. Batman, The Long Halloween, The Last Halloween.
Yep.
Oh gosh, that's recent.
Right.
Like issue 8 just came out July 30th.
Issue 8? I thought it was a one shot.
No, there was the Long Halloween one shot that we talked about, but The Last Halloween is still going on.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Right. Well, and like I said, that's kind of a love letter to Jeph Loeb, since he had passed away very unexpectedly. And stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, there you go. So I guess they probably will follow the Dark Victory up with the last Halloween then, most likely. Then maybe they'll pick up Hush after that. That'd be fun.
Yeah. Yeah. July 30th.
What DC high volume stories would you like to happen?
Oh, that's a good one. So
I think Hush would be amazing. That'd be a great one for a audio treatment.
Hush would be a good one for audio treatment. I would say that, yes.
I mean, I love Dark Knight Returns. It is one of my all-time favorite. Might be a little dated though. I mean, that came out in the 80s, so and it is a slightly dated story, but still a great story nonetheless. Fantastic. One of my all-time favorite Batman. You could do The Killing Joke. It's going to get dark. Because The Killing Joke is extremely dark. I have to give that warning. If you've never read The Killing Joke and you want to read it, I recommend it, but big warning there. It is
another ambiguous ending that makes you wonder.
Oh yeah. The laugh.
Yeah.
Batman laughs. It's awesome.
Yeah.
And you don't know what exactly happened.
You don't. Well, people have their theories, but that was the whole point.
Everyone's got their theories. It's great. It's a fantastic ending.
The last Halloween, FYI, there's 10 books out. Okay, there's 8 issues, but there's also a noir edition of #1, so black and white.
Cool.
And then there's a 0 Batman Day special edition that came out last year this time. The Long Halloween last edition 0 there is kind of like prelude to the Long Halloween last Halloween.
Okay.
And so and it's still going on.
I think I'll wait till the trade paperback comes out on that.
Yeah, because it's the last one came out. I'm not sure when it came out, but issue 8 was out of the 13 is what's out, and it released July 30th. So they haven't done it for August or September, probably because Jeph Loeb passed away. Because it does have him in the credits as author.
Yeah. He was working on it. I know that. And then, like I said, he suddenly passed away. Unexpectedly passed away.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
All right.
Okay. Well, everybody, hey, thanks for joining us today on Two Geeks and a Microphone, Batman Day.
Batman. I love it when she says that.
Right?
I should have had a clip of it. Oh well.
That's we'll get it. We'll get it. We'll add it for next time. Everybody, please check out our website at www.twogeeksmic.com. That's the number 2 GEEKSMIC.com. That's our main hub for all things Zoo Geeks. From there you can get to all of our other pages, such as our merch page, which is www.twogeeksmicmerch.com. The number 2 GEEKSMICMERCH.com. Or if you want to support us, and we greatly appreciate the support, just to help us, really is all we do is just pay to do these shows. It's Ko-fi.com/2geeks. That's KO-FI.com/2geeks, the number 2 GEEKS. But the cool thing is we're doing extra stuff there. We are, after we go live, we are posting our audio version on our Ko-fi channel, where you can get our RSS feed to just, all it is just you get them before they go audio on Mondays. So that was kind of thing. And we're doing some extra stuff too. This weekend, we'll be working on doing some final edits to my book, and that's going to be for our Ko-fi subscribers. So I'm thinking about putting it out on Amazon when we do that, but I want to get it to the Ko-fi subscribers first. And so if you're a subscriber, it's just our way of saying thank you. It's not an ARC. It's not an advanced reader copy or anything like that. It is going to be the version. And so giving it the digital to everybody, just, for that. So I'm excited about talking about it. And then, as we stated earlier, Ko-fi kind of helps support. The other things we'll put on Ko-fi are like Mike Has Issues, Ex-Pastor Watches Horror Movies, and those kinds of things. So it's been kind of fun.
Sci-fi.
And classic sci-fi. Yes.
And
he was Running Jenny. We're doing Running Man coming up soon.
Yes, we'll be talking about actually both the audiobook of The Running Man and we'll discuss the author of that, which is kind of a interesting thing about the Running Man to begin with.
Yes.
And then we're going to talk about the 80s goodness, the Running Man movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yes.
I love Arnold. He's awesome. So, yeah.
I watched it, and after goes, what did I just watch? There's a hint for you for everybody.
Okay.
Oh, man. Anyway, Mike, anything
Here's
else?
a hint. I love the Running Man. So. And it's Arnold in one of his earliest and finest.
Yeah. Yes, definitely 80s action cheese kind of a thing. Yes.
It's just glorious action.
Yes.
I love
very
it.
much so.
Oh, I can't wait to rewatch it. It's going to be fantastic.
Yeah.
Anyway. So yeah, if you made it this far, please make sure and go and like and subscribe to us on all the socials. We are on Facebook and Instagram and X. I don't post a whole lot on X, and my Instagram kind of mirrors the Facebook, but I know there's a lot of Instagram followers out there. So if you're an Instagram follower, please go follow us over there. We're trying to build that up. And then of course on Facebook and Instagram, we'll have announcements of every time we go live. Speaking of going live, we go live every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. You do the math on the rest because I don't like math. And we are live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Rumble. And we are actually live on Rumble this morning. I got it set up properly.
Yay!
All right. I got it all out.
Nice.
And I didn't even trip over my tongue this time.
It's all good. All right. Well, that's all I've got. So I guess you can close this out and we're good.
Right. With that said, please do not Steven skip this episode because we are much more better than the rest. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you for joining us today on the Two Geeks and a Microphone podcast. Tune in next week when we will have more news and reviews. Until then,
may the force be with you.
You're listening to DC High Volume, Batman.